And as far as that goes, because it is someone else, that's the only type of healing I can do right now, except for just, you know, say thank you to the universe to helping him. What's funny is they keep saying the word dishonored. Was he told that he dishonored somebody?
I don't know.
And maybe in his mind he feels like he dishonored.
And it feels like it's adapted with a work situation. Okay, yeah, that could be that. Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, like, all of a sudden I had to take my wedding ring off because my hands feel very dry. And my hands seemed very small, like it's like I'm shrinking, or I'm depleted, or I'm not holding my water. His shields are down. He doesn't have any protection around him right now.
Okay, so he needs to get himself protected.
Let me see what they're talking about. Jen, they're saying that something about an angel, so do you have any message from the angels on that? Oh, call in the angels for protection. Duh.
Yeah, Archangel Michael, of course, and then Archangel Samuel. I guess you got the career transition. Your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. So, whatever the life purpose is, regardless of what the job location, way he's earning money is, but that angel is specifically about the life purpose. Okay.
So basically he needs to have a change. He literally needs to change in his space right now. So he's not changing.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Okay.
If he doesn't change, he'll get a major bitch slap. Jen, you want to tell her what that means?
The health will start to deteriorate if it isn't doing so already. Relationships, things will, the storm clouds will just descend, and every aspect of life will just start to, the walls will crumble down.
You know, it just said enough's enough. You'll hit rock bottom. You don't want to hit rock bottom. I mean, I understand that's probably what he needs to do to force him to change it. But let's just call in the Grouse, call in the angels, and maybe that will help him do the change he needs to do with more grace and ease instead of a bitch slap, okay?
And he needs a metal or a rock of some kind specifically for grounding, and I'm not sure what that is.
He needs more copper.
Mineral vitamins.
Yeah, he may need some copper and stuff. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, dear. Stay blessed.
Thanks for calling.
Okay, so we're ready for our next caller.
Sure.
Area code 901, are you there?
Yes, I am. You mentioned something about somebody getting over snoring. Can you elaborate on that information? I have a snoring issue, and I believe it's kind of interfering with my health.
Okay, yes. Snoring, one of the things that happen is that I cannot sleep with my husband if he keeps snoring. And that can hurt a relationship. So I told him to do EFT, which is Emotional Freedom Technique, and you can go to EFTuniverse.com and look at all that, or you can go to our website, mwreveal.com, and we have, I think we got the cheat sheet up right now, but we're going to have our YouTube video up soon about how to do EFT. And EFT is just tapping out certain phrases, and you know, I know that my husband's working, but I don't know if he can hear me or not. But we looked up online, and this guy used EFT to stop it, and there was different phrases he used. Like, I snore. Okay, and you tap it out. Even though I snore, I deeply and completely accept myself. I wish he was here right now. I could talk to him more about it. But let me think now. There was all these different phrases that when you go on Google, type EFT, snoring, and you should be getting some advice because that's how I got it. And I found like 4 different ways of saying it. Even this lady, she said she has a 2-minute video of just how her husband said she snores, and she EFT the first night, and he's like, "Oh, you didn't snore." So a couple days later, had passed nothing, and all of a sudden she snored again. She went back to EFT, finished tapping out, or that he believes that I snore, or I snore. Somehow my body makes this noise, but she tapped it all out, and she doesn't snore anymore. So I seen a great difference in my husband that was just really loud. Like yesterday, I was shocked. I know he was snoring, but it wasn't something that was waking me up. Okay? So,
Okay, I'll check that out.
alright, yeah. I wish I had more, but I can't get his attention. So just Google it, and EFT, or Emotional Freedom Technique, comma, snoring, and you should be able to find all kinds of information. You don't need to buy those mouth guards unless it's necessary, because they are helpful in some situations, but EFT is what I have been, or my husband's been using. Alright, thank you, dear.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we have another caller. Area code 954. Are you there?
Hello?
Hello, how can we help you, dear?
No problem, my name is Brenda. I'm getting I'm intuitive, and I'm getting this feeling. I do believe I have a sister. My father told me I had a sister before he died that lives in the same area.
Okay.
I've been trying to reach her, like on Facebook. She is a celebrity.
Ah.
Last week, about 2 in the morning, I got this feeling that she was thinking about me, or someone told her about me.
Okay, and
I
you're...
wanted to know, should I pursue it any further?
Alright, let's find out. Should she pursue this sister that she thinks may know about her, and she's famous, and she used some intuition that told her yes. Okay, so let's just get that story going and find out what's... Okay, so they said that not to move at this time. Why? It doesn't mean permanent. It just says right now. I'll go slow and steady. Might be because she is a celebrity, and a lot of people are taught to have to really be cautious about what happens out there, because you have a lot of fame, and when you start to have a lot of money, fame, people try to jump on the bandwagon. Okay, so they're saying not move yet, do things slow and steady, and it's not the right timing. So what do you need to do in order to connect? Now, have you connected to the point where you told her that you are sisters?
I called she's a singer. I called the record label one couple years back. Recently, I emailed her, but I don't get a response.
Okay, and a lot of times when they have lots, if they're that famous, they'll have like a lot of junk mail filters. Somebody may be interfering, but you have to trust the universe on this. If you are meant to communicate, you will. Because they're saying that, because I asked the card, I asked them, what does she need to do in order for this to make this happen? And they gave me the card Deep Freeze, but upside down. Nothing you can do right now will amount to any substantial, no matter how much you try, push, manipulate, or cajole. Life wants you to take a break. You need to do this now, lest you become exhausted and be forced to rest. what you need will be there for you when you emerge in the springtime. For now, it's a good idea just to rest. Wait for signs. So they're saying wait for the sign before you move forward. Jen, what do you got?
There's something related to water, whether she needs to drink more water or focus on water or be near water, that will help clarify the situation.
Well, she needs to clear up her emotions on this, because water equals emotions. And if whatever you may be thinking, you don't have to think bad thoughts. You don't have to think that you're not liked. And I got the card Magical Map Shifter in reversed. This card may bring you the opposite of what you seek. Perhaps you're in denial of your situation and refuse to see the truth. Or maybe you've been traveling down a path that has constantly led you in a field of poppies, where you fall asleep and dream of desires that never find their form. To have this life you really want, you must match the vibrational match and resonate with it. Oh, that's the emotions. Sometimes your greatest hurts and disappointments are what awakens us to our need to shift to higher frequency. If your heart aches because someone is breaking it, this discomfort will lead you to more authentic life. Don't linger in the pain or blame the magic map shifter for alerting you to the illusion you clung to. Now that treasure lies elsewhere and can be recovered once you've healed the wound that is reflected in those who come to you as catalysts for growth. As you experience yourself transforming in the highest version of yourself, you'll come to understand that you'll always fortune when you meet up with the map shifter. Okay, so what they're saying is right now you are in a state of growth. If you are supposed to meet with this person, you need to heal the aches and pains that may stop you from receiving. You are to step back and to evaluate the thought process. So if you are thinking that, well, you know, all the reasons of why your dad never told you before, or what celebrities may think, I mean, literally anything that you are thinking, you really need, you have a chance for growth. I know I'm supposed to say something. I can't think of how I'm supposed to say it. Jen, do you got a card for her that'll help me say it? Because I know there's something there, but...
There's something about expressing the individuality.
Okay.
Maybe expressing that they're not individuals. Maybe she needs to focus on who she is before anything else can take place.
Yes, that's it.
Focus on her strength. You know who she is, be grounded in what's going on before anything positive may happen with this relationship.
Because the word loftiness comes up. They're putting each other in pedestals, or thinking one is not good enough for the other because of the status the other one's in, or whatever you may think about yourself. If you are cutting yourself down, then you need to heal that out, because literally you can't be in the same playing field with communication regardless if someone's famous or not famous. Does this make sense? Okay, do you dog yourself? Do you think that you won't be accepted because you haven't achieved as much?
No, it's like if the truth be revealed when she believes in truth, even though I do have items that my father left me, sort of prove it, but how can you prove it? I mean, he could look at me and tell there's a resemblance. We look almost like that.
Okay. And that you need to heal that she won't believe you. That's what they mean by the loftiness, is that there's a part of you who thinks that maybe she won't believe.
Right.
And that is what you're focusing on, is that what if she doesn't believe? If you're telling the universe this, or you think this, the universe will make this come to pass. So you need to heal or tap out this belief system. This belief system has a strong energy that says, oh yeah, she's not going to believe me, even if I have all this information. So you're basically tripping yourself before you even get there. You're sabotaging yourself. So heal that belief system and you'll stop sabotaging yourself. Okay? Use emotional freedom technique. You can go to EFTuniverse.com, type it into YouTube, and you'll see how to do it. Huh? E is in Edward, F is in Frank, and T is in Tom. It's called Emotional Freedom Technique. And there's many different ways of doing it. Put it into YouTube and you'll see a lot of people that shows how to do it. But tapping it out, which means you're disrupting that signal. Oh my gosh, she was not going to believe me anyway. Well, if you tap it out, first you say, oh, it's on a scale from 0 to 10. You believe it to be that. You tap it out, and what you're doing is you're hitting certain points on your body and on your face. And then all of a sudden, after you do so many rounds of it, you won't be emotionally attached in that fashion. You'll actually stop and realize you don't need to. Okay?
Okay. Well, I'm getting like little clues because it's like for 2 weeks I think the name comes up like every day.
Okay.
And then someone, like I'm not thinking anything, maybe not consciously, and someone will come and say, they'll call me by the name. And I'm like, hi. It's like every day for the last 2 weeks this has been going on.
Okay, let the universe deliver it then. And they're saying that you have this interference that actually could stop the reunion from being a happy one. And basically you're asking, not should I contact this person, but will you two be reunited? That should be the question we're going to be asking. So Jen, if you can pull up a card that says, will them two be reunited? And then see what the angels say. Are you there, Jen?
Oh, forgiveness. The card of forgiveness.
Okay. So the universe might be causing both of you to create a forgiveness somewhere, and it's just unfolding. So letting the divine timing come into play is very beneficial. Okay?
Forgiveness on both of our parts?
That's what I'm getting, is yes, because you both have to forgive maybe the father or the people or whatever the situation was that caused you two to be separated. But the universe has to rearrange everything so that the reunion can happen. And it will happen. Will it happen gracefully or will it happen with the door slammed in your face the first time? Well, that depends on you. If you start tapping out and she's not going to believe you, that, you know, you're only going to be seen as an enemy, then you're going to get that door slapped in your face. So that's why I'm telling you that if you heal out some certain beliefs, then you're going to be able to be not sending that signal to the universe to act that way. You'll literally be able to have the universe work in your cooperation in your favor.
No, it's like it's getting stronger now. And back then people were getting stronger in the universe.
Good, give it time, yeah.
It's like I'm paying attention. I'm like, okay. I mean, I've heard about it before over the years, but you know, I may send a letter here and there, just speak no more about it, went on with my life. But now it's like it's getting stronger. The nudging is getting stronger.
All right, have you talked to other people besides me and Jen about this?
No.
Okay, because they are warning that the inner voice, you can have your inner voice, but if your inner voice is being tainted by somebody else that knows the story, they may be doing it for their reasons instead of yours. So it's okay to tell people, but just watch out and make sure that you're not doing it because they're telling you to, or you're not doing it because they don't want you to.
Right.
So keep listening to that inner voice, because the bear card says yes, you need to keep listening to it. Trust it, go at that unique rhythm Because if others interfere, they can disrupt how they'll disrupt this rhythm of divine timing for you and your sister.